people that were there.
Alrighty. Are we ready? Who's that? Is that Linda? Hey, Linda. Hey, lady. Okay, so I'm just going to go through these slides. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible just so you guys can kind of get an idea of what we do as coaches and what the heck it is that you're supposed to be doing every single day as coaches. So I'm going to kind of keep it basic and walk you through everything. And if you have questions at the end, then we can go ahead and go through that. We'll have about 40 minutes, so I'm going to try to go through these as fast as possible. If you need to, you know, like raise your hand and ask a question, you can do that, and I'll try to look at you over here. And sorry it's so dark again, but it's just Alrighty. So expanding your network. You should be adding 5 to 10 people to your friends list every day. The reason being is because if you stay within, you know, like say you have 300 friends on your friends list, those 300 friends are going to eventually be the only 300 friends that are going to see your post. So the more that you expand, the more that you network, the better and faster your business is going to grow. People, you know, new fresh eyes are going to be able to see your posts and things like that. The way that you can do that, I always go with 10 people a day, just because I want to grow my business a little faster. You don't want to go over 10 because they will actually put you in something called Facebook jail, and that is not good. That means you can actually be like, they'll block you from your account for like 90 days. It's like crazy. So you don't want to do any more than 10. And the way that you can do that is you go under your friends, like say, Linda, you've got like your sister or your cousin, right? Like say that they're like on your friends list and you like them because they're like you, and you know, you vibe with them, or you have a friend that you really vibe with and they're not a coach. So what you do is you go to their page and then you'll see their friends list, and you can actually just add friends from their friends list. So that just kind of makes it a little bit easier. It kind of gives you a person that you like already, because most likely those people that are friends with them, you're probably going to like because you like them. So they're, you know, friends with people that they're alike. So you just, another way that you can find them is going to the search bar in Facebook. And if you guys don't know what that is, you just go up here to the top where the little F is, and you just type in people I may know. And you just click on that right there. And sometimes it pulls up this weird stuff. Hold on a second. Okay, see all results for people I may know. Oh my gosh, seriously. Hold on. Why is it not doing this? Seriously? Okay, let me just show you a different way to do it. Okay, so I'm going to go to my home page and say that there is, here's my friends, okay? So say I really like Sean, okay? So Sean's my fiance. So I really like him, so most likely I'm going to like people that he likes too. Now, if they're a coach, like if it's Desiree or like, you know, Christine or anybody else on the team, you don't really want to go underneath their friends list because it's just unethical. So you go over here to the left and you'll see all of his friends, right? So what you'll do is you'll just scroll down and see like all of these people I'm already friends with. So you want to find where, hold on, sorry guys. Okay, see where all these blue ones are. So you can just go here and you'll see like 15 mutual friends. Well, if you have like 5 to 10 or more mutual friends, I would go ahead and like add friend, and then just do that 10 times each day, and then that will get you to your goal for that day. Then, okay, so everybody got that? That's pretty simple stuff. Okay, so next, you want to be starting 3 to 5 new conversations every day. And what I usually do with these names, if you guys have already made your contact list of 50 to 100 people, I would just take those names and just start conversations with those people every day. And make sure that you're tracking them, like you're tracking the conversation and tracking like the date that you started the conversation with them. Kind of where you are in the conversation. So like you never want to start off by just saying, hey, I got this new group that I'm starting, would you like to join? Like you want to start off by really just genuinely, organically having a conversation, just like you would if you're like sitting with them in a coffee shop. But make sure that you're tracking these names using like pen and paper. You can use something called Google Streak, which is free. I use Excel because it's just easier for me. It's right on my computer. It's like I just open up an Excel document. I type in their names. I type the date in. I type kind of where I am in the conversation and if I've invited them. And if they're interested, I just kind of take notes on that. So it's a little bit easier for me. There is I don't think it's not an app, but it's a website called Teamsy that's actually specifically made for Beachbody coaches. And you can get 30 days free of that, or you can pay, I think it's like 25 bucks a month. But it's really cool because it will tell you exactly like the activities that you need to do every day. And then you can just track your contact list in there, and like it has a follow-up system and everything. I personally have used it for the 30 days free, but the Excel just seems to be easier for me. I used pen and paper for the first 2 years of my business, and I just now started using Excel. So just use whatever works best for you, and like whatever you feel like that, you know, whichever works best for you. Like I said before, with starting from the list of your 50 to 100 people that you should have written down from the Coach Basics training that I sent to you guys, just start 3 to 5 new conversations with those people every day by forming them. So like when I say form, that means ask about their family, because people love to talk about their family. Ask them how their job's going. And if you know them personally, ask them about their kids, like dive in a little bit deeper. Just kind of have a genuine conversation with them. Don't bring up anything about Beachbody right away. Just, you know, make sure that you're having an organic conversation. And then for the R, ask about like recreation. Like if this is somebody that you don't know, like most likely you're gonna, you know, be able to kind of flow through this a little bit differently. But if you find a topic that, you know, say they like dogs, there's like a certain dog you like this is something that I just kind of use. I find something from their page that like I can start a conversation with them with. Like say they've got a toddler or something like that, then I can say, oh, you know, isn't it such a cool age like to have a 3-year-old, like, are your kids into any activities? Just things like that to kind of spark up the conversation where you have something in common with them that you can, you know, have a conversation about. And then eventually you will get to the message part, which is the invite. And if you haven't been through the training yet that I've sent you guys, I would definitely take notes on all of that, because that is everything you need to know about what we do as coaches. Make sure that you take notes. And there's a 2-part series on training. There's an inviting training number 1, and there's inviting training number 2, and that should take you about 2 hours total. I have literally got like pages of notes right here that I have just right by my computer that I've been using from that training, and that has really helped me like step-by-step the invitation process. So like when I start a conversation with somebody and I get to that point of like inviting, I go through those 7 questions. There's 7 questions that you should be asking them to help that conversation flow a little bit more naturally, and just to help you be more successful in succeeding in selling them a challenge pack and helping them with their journey. So for inviting, I would start, you know, obviously you guys may not get right to inviting like the first week or so, because you will just be starting conversations. But do get to a point, if you feel like you have a good connection with those people, make sure that you get to the point of inviting them to a challenge group. Or if you feel like it's somebody that you would really like to work with, just like you ladies, like you guys are my tribe. I feel like I really connected to all of you. So like for me to lead you, it's a little bit easier because I feel like we all have something in common and we have been in challenge groups together. So it's just a little bit easier for me. I think when you feel like a really good connection with somebody, just say, hey, you know, something like, hey, like I've got this amazing business opportunity, or I have this amazing challenge group and I've been losing this amount of weight and I feel great. I've got a lot of energy. I wanted to see if this is something you would be interested in, and just keep it really simple. You know, I put an example here for you guys. Something that I say, I will just pop up and say, hey girl, I was thinking about you. I wanted to ask if you would possibly.
Hello. Yeah.
I'm gonna hold on a second.
I'm in the office. Yeah, I was sat and talked to him for a while.
Okay. Can everybody hear me still? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So I just like an example.
hear me?
Like a little script. Yeah, I can. I just say something like, "Hey, girl, I was just thinking about you and wanted to ask if you would possibly be interested in joining one of my fitness and nutrition support groups to get ready for summer. I have one starting on the 17th and would love to have you. Is this something you would be interested in learning more about? If not, no biggie, just thought I would ask. By the way, love seeing pictures of your new baby. She's too cute." So you kind of personalize it to them to where it shows that you're actually genuinely trying to connect with them and that you really just have something that is really working for you. And when you say, if not, no biggie, just thought I would ask, it kind of gives people a door out. And when you give them a way out, then they're more open to listen to what you have to say. It's just something like psychologically that like our brains go through. Without saying, like, you always want to like leave the conversation with a question. So when I say, is this something you would be interested in learning more about? That leaves it open for them to respond to you. If you just say, hey, I've got this group and I would love to have you, it doesn't give them a reason to respond back to you. Does that make sense? Good? Okay. Does everybody like kind of see like how easy the invite can really be? Okay, cool. It really, like, I think in the beginning, when I first started coaching, I overcomplicated and overthought a lot of things, and that really stopped me from progressing forward. But once you like go through that inviting training, and like, I mean, I literally like wrote down every single question that he asked and like what the purpose was behind the question and what kind of feedback you were trying to get from that person. It really helped me to go, oh, okay, well, I see, because when people find an emotional connection to buy something from you, and you dig into that why, it, number one, it helps for you to understand why they want to do this in the first place and what they're struggling with, so you're more able to help them. Like, you're going to be more able to coach them through a program, because if you say, like, say they struggle with energy to keep up with their kids, or like their reason why they want to do this is they want to be around for their kids. Well, if they start to fall off track, then you can come back and say, hey, like, do you remember, I remember why you wanted to do this in the first place. Do you remember telling me that, you wanted to be around for your kids and you struggle with energy? So let's keep on that motivation. You just kind of motivate them and bring them back to the reason why they started in the first place. And these questions really will help you find that deeper reason why they want to start. And so that's just a simple way to invite people to your groups. And if, like I said, if you find somebody that you really, really vibe with, tell them that you think they'd be an excellent coach. Tell them that you think that they have a really positive attitude and you love what they post, and like, you'd really love for them to be on your team. It's just, if you show them that they can do it, and they may say no to you at first, but later on down the road, the more consistently you post about your successes and everybody else's successes, they will start being more interested in what you're doing. So, okay, now personal development is another thing we need to be doing every day. I'm reading the 12-week year right now. It is really, there's, what I would recommend you guys starting with is The Go-Giver or The Compound Effect. The Compound Effect is by Darren Hardy, and The Go-Giver is by Bob Bergman, I think is his name. It just, like, personal development has been kind of a lifesaver for me, especially like the first few months of this year, because like I went through a really low point in my business and my mindset last year. I really was really down on myself and was really in a low, trying to figure out if this is something that I really wanted to continue to do. But personal development really brought me out of that valley. It's something that we all kind of go through as humans when we start to have to change. We go through this like valley of despair. So there's like this big valley, right? So when we're there, it's either we're going to go back to our old ways and be comfortable, or we're going to develop and push through that valley of despair to get to that next level. So personal development is just really huge for you, just to become more confident in your skills, be a better leader. There's just so many books. I mean, even if like you're struggling in your marriage or your relationship. There are books out there for that too. It doesn't have to be strictly about coaching or leadership. It could be something about parenting. It could be something about your relationships. It could be more like on the health and nutrition side, like more about gut health. It could be whatever you want it to be. It could be your faith. Like that has been huge for me, is like just being able to grow my faith over the past few months has been extremely, I've been very blessed by that. So it could be your Bible. It could be whatever it is that is going to help you to get through your day and for you to go through that valley and get to the other side. So I really highly recommend reading either 10 to 15 minutes a day, or you can listen to podcasts that are 10 to 15 minutes just to develop that mindset of positivity to keep you pushing forward and to kind of keep you motivated to do the things that you need to do some days. Because there are some days that I really am on fire and I feel like really doing this, and there are some days that I don't. We're human, so that's okay. But personal development really, really helps to push through that. And then being a product of the product. So everybody here I know has picked a program, and we have been doing that program for, I know Linda, you've been doing 21 Day Fix, and Christina was doing 21 Day Fix, and Desiree, you're doing Size, right? Still, I think. So we've all picked a program. So we just need to make sure that we are.
No, I'm doing 21 Day Fix.
Are you doing 21 Day Fix now? Okay. And so just make sure that you pick one program and that you finish it till the end, and that you share your journey with people on social media. Share Shakeology and how it's making you feel with people. Share your 21-day results with people so that they are seeing that you're getting results and that you're feeling better, you have more energy, all of these things that you are actually, creating with your lifestyle. Now, sharing your journey on social media is something that takes a little bit of skill. It takes a little bit of time to kind of get used to, but that's okay. Like there's tons of trainings out there on YouTube that you can look up. Beachbody coaches we have pretty much all the resources out there that we need. So if there's something there's like a topic that you're not so sure about, you can always just go to YouTube or Google and type in whatever that topic is, and something will pop up to train you if I'm not available to answer your question. Does anybody have any questions so far? Are we good?
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a couple questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so say you have someone that is showing a little bit interest, but they have health issues. Me as a nurse is concerned in trying to get them to do this without, them talking to their doctor or whatever. Because
I would always recommend having them talk to the doctor.
Yeah, and that's what I told her. My dad's aunt was kind of interested, but she has COPD, and I was like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, something she can always probably start off with too, Christina, is yoga. Or we also have Tai Chi, which is just a functional movement program. It's for, I actually started one of my clients out with that because she has like really bad heart, and she's like 60-something years old. And
yeah, she's up in her 60s. So
yeah,
I
was going to start her off with, I think it was 21 Day Fix when I first started coaching. And then she had told me that she had all of these. Her doctor actually called me because I was like, well, let me talk to him and see what he says. And he's like, she may not look sick on the outside, but she's really not a healthy person. So I was like, okay. So of course you always, if you have anybody that has health or medical issues, always find out if they have doctor's restrictions, and to find out from their doctor what they're restricted with, and then just go from there. And if you have questions with that, I mean, Christina, you're a nurse, so you kind of know, but we do have the yoga. Yoga is very, very beginner. It's not going to take a lot of, cardiovascular. It's not going to take a lot of breaths. So I think she would be okay with that. And there are meal plans with everything too. So it just kind of depends on her goal. It depends on her restrictions.
Okay. And then my other question was about the Facebook thing.
Mm-hmm.
I keep my Facebook on private.
Okay.
I do that for my son's reasons. He's a Marine, and he's looking to get restricted types of whatchamacallit. Help me out, Linda.
Access.
Yes, access. So I'm very hesitant on, friending people that I don't know.
Okay.
So that's going to pose an issue with me, which makes my network even smaller. With me working from home, I don't have like employees that are around me or nothing.
And
So
I go through the same thing because I have a son that's Army, and us being military moms, we were told to do OPSEC, and we've had I had my Facebook tested to make sure it was locked down secure enough.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
they're really against having it on, because there are people out there that try to do things specifically to those that are in our forces. So,
Well, I did not know that. Yeah, that definitely would raise an issue for me too. What I would recommend is just really going to like your close friends and friends of friends, because there are probably people, Christina, that you don't even realize that you forgot about from high school or that you actually personally do know. And that's kind of where I started. I started in that's called warm market. So like when I started, I mean, I set my profile to public, but if I had a son that was in the military and they were telling me to keep everything on lockdown, I would definitely be careful of that too. So what I would recommend is just going to, your close friends and looking on their friends list, and you're probably going to find a lot of people that you just forgot about that you actually do know personally that you can add to your friends list, and just kind of go from there. That's what I would recommend.
okay.
And then, of course, like, I know you guys are out at like Booty Yoga and like you're out and about a little bit more. So, I mean, let's just, just have conversations with people. And if you have a conversation with them out, like just get them. What I usually do if I'm out in public is I'll just have a conversation and be like, oh, you're really cool. Are you on Facebook? And then I'll just have them like add me right there. Like, obviously if you don't feel comfortable with that, then I wouldn't do that,
Yeah, which I could see that, 'cause whenever I went to the store this past weekend and buy smaller pants, the two girls that helped me, they were interested in what I was doing. So I told them, but I didn't friend them because I didn't even think of that
Yeah.
at the time to add them as a friend or anything.
Yeah.
But
That's what I would do. Or you could just get their email if that makes you more comfortable too. You can always do it through email. You can get their phone number and text message them or call them too. I mean, it's just a way for you to connect. I mean, you don't have to connect on Facebook. I'm mostly here, so that's why I really connect with people on Facebook. I'm on Instagram a little bit. I'm starting to kind of move over there a little bit more, because it seems to be like more people are a little bit more open-minded to coaching than they are on Facebook for whatever reason. So that's what I would recommend for you to do, is just to get their number and say, hey, are you on Facebook? Or, hey, can I have your phone number? I've really enjoyed talking to you. I would like to talk with you some more. Just connect with them that way. Does that help? Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, just make sure that you're sharing your product, that you're a product of the product, that you're doing the workouts, because, like for me, like I can't tell you guys to do the workouts if I'm not doing it myself. Like that wouldn't make me a good coach. So that's why I love the live videos, because the live videos really like reach out to like a lot more people than what are just even on my friends list. And like, I don't know, I just do well with live video. I'm not saying that everybody's gonna do good with that, but make sure that you're, posting about your journey. And like you guys have been doing that. I've seen a couple, but try to be a little bit more consistent with it, if that makes sense. Let people see that you're actually doing this on a daily basis, weekly basis. They start to see that, oh, she's really serious about this, and they're gonna start inquiring about it. So that's what just kind of naturally happens.
Know what you're doing with the live too on Facebook, because I thought I was live the other day and I'm going to town and I'm having a good time, and then it says, hey, do you want to go live? And I'm like, son of a gun, I've been doing this for 15 minutes.
I've actually had some coaches say something about that. It's kind of weird. I don't know if there's like a glitch with it or what, but like I think I haven't had that issue happen. I haven't had that happen, but I have heard some of the top coaches talk about that, which is kind of weird.
Right? Because what my live video was me going, son of a bitch, it didn't post. And my friend sent me a message and I had to pull it back.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, ladies, we have 10 minutes, so I'm going to try to bust through this really fast. And if you have questions on anything, you just message me afterwards. But so sharing 3 to 5 times on your social media a day, which I've kind of talked about it briefly. What I like to share is my fitness journey. I share about my family. I share some fun things or faithful things. You can share inspiration or like something you've learned from personal development, and just make sure that you're in the picture. So like, I think Desiree, I talked to you about this. Like your posts are really good, but like just add your picture because it's going to draw people in to actually read that post. Because people are going to buy into you. They're not buying Beachbody. They can buy Beachbody anywhere. Like they could buy it from Amazon. They could buy it, anywhere. So just make sure that you're kind of in your pictures and that you're in your posts. And if you find a quote that you like, you can go to PicMonkey and you can actually add that text, like add that quote on your actual picture. So it's actually pretty cool. And then recognizing your challengers and teammates. Like I know that you guys, Desiree, I know you've signed up Greg, I believe. So like recognition for you guys right now may be kind of a little bit more minute, but once you start getting more challengers in the group and you start adding team members, like how I shout you guys out on Facebook, I do that because it shows that we're all in this together and it kind of shows our community and that we actually have a team and we're working together, we're supporting each other. So people know that it's more than just, oh, I'm going to get these programs and I'm going to work out at home by myself. So they actually know that we're kind of in this together. So that's where the recognition really comes in. And people love to be recognized for their successes. Like, I do. I know you guys probably do too. So, and then the call to action, what I want you guys to do, I'm going to be adding you all to the Team Hustle and Muscle page, just where I'm going to be posting like updates, any kind of training and info and things like that. So you guys can add that page to your favorites. I think I've added a couple of you already, but Linda, I think I need to add you, and I think I may need to add Desiree. But I'll go ahead and add you guys, and then I'll send you over the link to that. And then I'm going to be adding a tracker in there, so it's going to kind of give you your daily activities. What I do is I usually print out one for the week, and then I just tally everything down. So then that way you know where you're at in your business, what you need to work on, and what you're doing really well at. And then so like every Thursday for like maybe the first month, I would love for you guys to send me a screenshot of your tracker every Thursday just to see what you need to work on. If you need any help on anything, we can have a one-on-one call or we can do another team call. And then I would like a screenshot of your contact list of your 50 to 100 people that you want to help. I would like to have that by next Thursday. So that's your call to action. I'm going to be adding you guys to the team page just to kind of keep you updated on what's going on in Beachbody. And Linda, I will come down there and show you how to navigate Beachbody On Demand and your training website and all that stuff too. I've been crazy busy with this salon and I haven't had a chance to come down there. So I do plan on doing that. I haven't forgotten about you. So I think we have like 5 more minutes. Does anybody have any questions? Did I run through that too fast? Do you feel like we need to touch on some more things? I mean, of course, we're going to, keep the calls on Monday nights at 6, if that works for everybody. And then, of course, I can always record them and send you over the link too. Yes, Linda.
My son wants to say hi.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, Linda.
Hi.
Professional.
Ash, you want to come say hi?
I'm a non-important existence to the world.
Linda, did you have a question?
Okay. I changed Shakeology types, and there was quite a bit of confusion. I called and said I wanted to change from the chocolate to the latte one.
Yeah.
So then I ended up getting an extra shipment, and they didn't charge me coach price. So I ended up getting 2 of them.
Oh, no.
And I really want to change it back to chocolate. And I'm afraid to try to do it again because of the confusion the first time.
Okay. I will send you
Linda,
over.
I want the latte, Linda. Do you have 2 of the latte?
I have one brand new bag, not even open. I want chocolate. If you want to switch, that's fine. But I still need to change it back to chocolate.
Okay.
What's really good is you mix a little bit of both. But
Those are really good together. But yeah, Linda, I'll send you over the link where you can actually, you can type in, you can Google search, modify my Shakeology, and it'll actually give you a form where you can fill out with your name and your coach ID, and you can actually alternate flavors too. So that would probably be easier for you. I feel like online is a little bit easier sometimes with customer service. I know it's sometimes like, it gets to be kind of crazy. So I'll send you over that link though, so you can alternate flavors.
But can
It's a
you
little easier.
give me my Coach ID number, because I still don't have that.
Yes. Let me find it. I'll show you how to find it too. Oh my
The
goodness.
tracker stuff that you have, are those the ones that are from the training course? Because I printed those out.
I actually have a different one that is a little bit more numbers oriented that I like, that I actually started off with. I love the one from there, but I think it's a little bit too broad. I don't feel like you can really track your numbers as much as I like to, at least until you get the hang of it. So I'm going to actually be posting that. I've got a note written. I'm going to be posting the tracker that I want you guys to use. It's just a little bit easier to use in the team page when I add you. Okay, so Linda, if you go to your Team Beachbody website, you'll go to My Business. Oh, wait. Actually, no. Okay, if you go to your Team Beachbody website, which I don't know what your username is, but like mine is teambeachbody.com / Jen Strassmeyer. So whatever your username is, it's right up here on the left. So, but I'll tell you yours right now just because it'll be easier. Yours is 130 0663.
What is the easiest way to order Shakeology? Because I do want to get that latte.
Are you trying to modify your shipment?
No. I just need to order a bag.
So were you on auto ship? Were you on home direct, or were you on just one time only?
I was on auto at first, but I had them stop it because I had too much, remember?
Gotcha. Okay. What I would do is go to your Team Beachbody, Christina. I don't know what your username is, but just go to teambeachbody.com.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll show you. Sorry, I am like trying to get used to this new computer. The keyboard is like, it's kind of been a little adjustment. Just put it that way. Okay, so see over here on the right where it says shop?
Christina, you can buy what I have.
I'm gonna move you over here. So if you ever need to order, Christina, you just go over to shop, and then you just go to Shakeology. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And then you just purchase your whichever package you want. So you say, I want to buy Shakeology now. So you just go to buy now, and then you can choose your flavor. The cafe latte, I love it. Like it's a nice change up, and I really actually love it with just with water, like on the go. It's really, really good. So yeah, then you just pick your flavor and then your order type. If you want to keep on auto ship, I would just do that, and then if you need to postpone it, you can always postpone it too. And then that way it'll keep cycling every month.
So that's going to it's going to give me my discount, right? By going that way?
Yep. Yep, it should be all in the system.
Awesome.
Did you ladies have any other questions? And of course, like if you have more questions, I have less than 1 minute, but if you have more questions, just shoot me over a message and I will get that, answered as fast as possible so we can get you guys up and running. But I will be adding you to the team page, and that way we can kind of keep everything over there. So if I need to like shoot you over like a video that's really good or training or anything like that, then you guys can check it out there. Does that sound good?